Hey everyone, this is Dean on the scene, Dean Rogers. We welcome you to the latest edition of Snapshots. Now, for those of you who are fans of Jurassic Park, you are in for a treat because Jurassic World Live Tour is coming to Eagle Bank Arena starting tomorrow. Can you believe that? Tomorrow, you get to experience some dinosaurs, you can experience some amazing animatronics. And here with me to talk to me about this amazing tour, he plays the bad guy. Yes, he gets to play the villain in Jurassic World Live Tour. We have Shane Cervantes. How you doing, Shane? Welcome to
I'm doing,
Snapshots.
oh, thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you here. Now, for those of us who have never heard of the live tour for Jurassic World, can you tell us what it's all about?
Yeah, so Jurassic World Live Tour is a interactive stunt show. It's canon to the Jurassic World franchise and the Jurassic Park franchise. It's kind of like I like to call it kind of like a little side quest or like side mission within the franchise. So you see a lot of familiar dinosaurs and characters, but then we also introduce some brand new dinosaurs and characters into this show. And again, it is canon. So we worked hand to hand with Amblin Entertainment and NBC Universal to bring the show to life. And it's amazing. You got life-size dinosaurs. You have insane stunts happening like all over the arena floor. We got moto riders doing jumps. We got pyrotechnics. You know, it's a whole big show. It's fantastic.
Well, I'm so glad to hear it. And how many, is this your first time being part of this tour?
This is my first time actually. Yeah. So I started with
Oh,
this tour about a year ago. And I've done other stuff with like film and television and professional theater and stuff before this. But yeah, this is my first time with this tour. And it's actually always been a big dream of mine to be in a Jurassic movie. So I mean, I think this is if not just as good or if not better than being in an actual movie because I get to be the villain, 6 to 7 times a week.
it is sensational. So how fun it is to play the villain. So, we're always used to the good guy roles, but to play a villain, it's like every actor's dream. So tell us how you feel playing the villain.
It's interesting because you get to hear with the heroes and everything in our show, the kids really they take a relationship and build a relationship with our dinosaurs and our heroes in the show. But then they also build a relationship with the villains. And so the difference between me and them walking out is I get all the booze. I get the I hope you get eaten, and it just it just makes me laugh, and I just kind of look at them like, all right, I'll see you later, and it's a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of fun kind of antagonizing kids and stuff out there, but
Mhm.
it's a good time.
Well, I'm so glad you enjoyed to play the villain for once. Now, I read that your background is in as a stuntman. Actually, you are the very first time in our magazine's history that we talked to a stunt person. And you said you are fulfilling a dream by performing stunts for this tour. And I want you to tell us a little bit why about that.
Yeah, so I being a stunt performer is it's very interesting. I my big thing is like high falls. So I'll do like 20 to 30-foot high falls falling off platforms or like out of buildings and into a big mat and that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Sword fighting has also been a big part of my background, doing different types of sword fighting with like cutlass, broadswords, rapier and dagger, that kind of thing. But yes, stunts is just something that originally I wanted to be an actor. And I am more of an actor, but I also do stunts. So stunts, learning from people in the industry who are willing to train you and teach you these very specific skills. It's finding the people willing to do that for you it's hard, and it's all about networking, right? And so eventually, I just got to a point where I started making money doing stunts, and it was just kind of like an avenue that I was like, oh, I didn't realize like this was like a full on like career path. And then ever since then, it's just kind of I've been just kind of moving into the direction of doing a little bit more stunts.
That's great to hear. So let me ask you this. What is the most difficult stunt you had to perform?
For me, I would say it's probably the high fall. So a high fall is it's very calculated. It's got to be done properly. It's just one of those things where the performer and you also have like spotters that are doing it. High falls can be very dangerous. So everybody on unit has to be very well trained and adversed within that specific stunt.
I hear it out. Now, I take it you watched the original Jurassic Park or the Jurassic World movies growing up. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, I grew up with the original Jurassic Park and the Lost World and all that stuff. So yeah, I remember seeing the Lost World in theaters when it came out actually. But yeah, I love Jurassic World as well. I remember when Jurassic World came out and I was like such a nostalgic movie. And then again, just to like be involved in a whole different new storyline with the franchise is really awesome.
Absolutely. Now, if you had to choose your favorite dinosaur, which one would you choose?
Ooh, my favorite dinosaur. You know what? I gotta say, I do love a raptor. Velociraptors are great, but I would have to say a Dilophosaurus.
Oh, how come?
Well, they're the Dilophosaurus when they spit the venom, it's kind of like an added yeah, it's like that thing spits venom. That's terrifying. And it's got like the little flings that come out on the side. So it's just
Yep,
to me, it's a very unique dinosaur.
absolutely. We cannot forget that scene when um 'cause, Wayne Knight
Nedry. Yeah.
yes out of here. Absolutely. And can people interact and come see the dinosaurs and meet the cast before the performance?
Yeah, so what we do is with every general admission ticket to our show, if you get there an hour early, we have what's called the pre-show. So if you get there an hour early, you get to come onto the actual arena floor, and we'll have some dinosaurs. We'll have the Jeep from our show, as well as a gyrosphere that you can
Oh,
take a picture of and kind of hang out and take a look at. We also have Bumpy from Camp Cretaceous. So
wow.
if you're familiar with the Camp Cretaceous show on Netflix, Bumpy makes an appearance as well within our show, and but you could also take a picture with Bumpy and one of the dino handlers with her as well. So that's a little fun little insight that a lot of people actually don't know about.
Absolutely. And what do you hope families will enjoy about the Jurassic World Live Tour whenever it comes to not only DC, but also to other cities across the country?
You know, the story. It's yes, this is a stunt show, but there's also a very heartfelt, warming story behind it, and it's something that I would love for like the parents and the kids to really make those long lasting memories together as a family. You get to come out and do stuff together, and it's not every day you get to come see a dinosaur show,
Yep.
and it's definitely, I know if I were a kid nowadays and I got to go see this show, it would definitely be like a core memory for myself when I got older. So that's really something that I hope that families and people get out of this is that core memory of coming to see this show with the family.
Absolutely. In fact, you guys were just in Baltimore this past weekend, and you have a long show from the 23rd to the 31st. Is this your first time performing in the DC and Baltimore area?
It is actually, yeah. It's
Nice.
really cool. There's a lot of places that I'd never performed in before, and this tour kind of allowed me to kind of check that off a bucket list kind of thing. So it's been great to travel around and perform out here in Baltimore and in the DC area and really kind of spread my wings out. It's great.
Well, Shane, I'm so glad to hear it, and thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's been great.
Anytime. And folks, if you want to see Shane in Jurassic World Live Tour when it comes to Fairfax, Virginia, March 23rd to the 31st, it's going to be at the Eagle Bank Arena. And to see if it comes to your town, go to JurassicWorldLiveTour.com. Family-friendly pricing available, and tickets can be purchased online at Ticketmaster or visit the venue box office during opening hours of the event days. And until then, this is Dean on the scene for the Rogers Revue, and I'm going to make sure there's no T-Rexes when I step outside. But I know Shane's going to protect me or not. I don't know. We'll find out. Until then, this is Dean on the scene, and until we meet again, my friends, see you out there.